बोलिए सतगुरु Maharaj ki jai, Sache Darbar ki jai. Today, we present weekly Satsang from Akhand Gyan from the monthly magazine of Divya Jyoti Jagati Sansthan and is inspired by His Holiness Sri Ashutosh Maharaj Ji. Today's article is from June 2010 and is titled, To be forgetful is also important. Oh, how forgetful I am. Often we taunt ourselves like this. We blame our memory power. But do you know it is all utmost necessary even to forget? According to the scientists, everything that we see and hear, it all gets stored in the memory of our brain. Thus, a vast ocean of information is stored in our little brain. Dr. David Lewis informs, it has been estimated that an adult's brain holds more information that is contained in the British libraries, more than 9 million volumes. Whatever may be the case, surely the capacity of the brain to store is immense, but it is not limitless. Brain is not a bottomless entity. The storing capacity of this storehouse is also limited. If we try to amass more information than its capacity, the outcome would be the same as in the case of a balloon pumped with air more than it can hold. Meet Miss Jill Price of California. Presently, she is a center of research for many scientists. Her body is endowed with such a brain that never forgets anything. Since February 5th, 1980, this lady has not been able to forget the happenings of even a single second of her life. If you ask her on such and such evening of 1983 what food you ate, what dress you wore, she will give you the detailed account instantly, without any hesitation. Whichever moment she emphasizes upon, the same emerges on the screen of her mind, like a video film. Once a researcher, McGough, posed a question before her. From 1980 to 2003, on which all dates was Easter celebrated? He told her to write it down on a piece of paper. The correct list was ready within just 10 minutes. Each toy of her childhood, dolls and puppets, their apparel and the like, the details of such unimportant things as well, are firmly embossed on the curtain of her mind, as if she has memorized all details. Great! What a photographic memory! What an extraordinary, limitless memory power! Miss Price must be very proud of it. Often people talk about Price thus, but on receiving the bouquets of appreciation, Price only gives a half smile and says, but it is also agonizing. Sharing the state of her personal sorrow, Price reveals, life is not all about happy memories. There are many turns in one's life when one has to bear the painful strokes of sorrow, difficulties, fear, shame, disappointment. For people, time heals wounds, and time is a great healer. But to me, time does not bring any relief. The painful experiences of my past life are still afresh. The death of my husband, the feuds at home, cancer of my mother, all incidents keep me captured in an infinite loop from which no escape exists for me. The silly pranks of childhood, when we grow, we laugh at them. But Price cannot laugh at those incidents. She recalls, once my dad took everyone for a party, but I could not go because I was suffering from tonsils. Today, even after so many years when I am a grown-up woman, I still cannot console myself saying, doesn't matter, no issue about it. Because the disappointment that I suffered then as a child, those feelings remain in exactly the same condition even today. Every time I recall this incident, I undergo the same pain and impact as I faced in my childhood days. On 5th June 2000, sitting in front of the computer, Price had typed just one word on the Google search engine, memory. She herself told about this incident and the date after 5 years. About her possessing the extraordinary power of memory, she just mentions one thing. This is bigger than I am. Certainly people like Jill Price have been making the headlines, but all have the same issues to complain about. The writer A.R. Luria has recorded in his historic text, The Mind of a Mnemonist, the story of a reporter, D.C. Shereshevsky. Compelled by his own mind, D.C. used to recite verbatim the entire text. Line after line, he would read them on the curtain of his mind. Told any 100 digits to him randomly, and he could repeat them as it is. But soon, he began to feel the strain within the balloon of his memory. The facts did remain stored in his memory as if glued there with some adhesive. But he failed to grasp their import and meaning. Slowly and steadily, the balloon-like memory began to lose its holding capacity, and DC lost his ordinary memory power as well. Therefore, good memory power does not mean stuffing the storehouse of our mind with every single information. This is in fact just like the art of sieving. Throw out the non-essentials, retain only the good and essential. When the present-day management gurus talk of memory management, they present before us an important issue. Store the necessary information only, the one that serves the purpose and is essential. Provide only that information, the necessary space within the chambers of your mind. However, we often commit the mistake of the pussycat that we studied in the nursery class rhymes. Once a healthy cat reached London. Someone asked it there, "Pussycat, pussycat, where have you been?" "I have been up to London to visit the Queen." "Pussycat, pussycat, what did you do there?" "I frightened a little mouse under her chair." The cat told that she had been to London to meet the Queen. The questioner asked again, "On reaching London, what did you do there?" The cat said, half smiling and embarrassed, Oh me, I frightened the rat that was nibbling around the throne of the Queen, and then I returned back." So did you look at it? The cat had reached London with the intention to meet the Queen, but it entangled itself with the rats there. We also in our daily lives show the same stupidity. Leaving aside the important issues, we unnecessarily entangle our minds with the frivolous issues. We retain them securely in our memory bank. You must have experienced at times the words are sitting on the tip of the tongue, yet we are unable to express them. It is not that we fail to remember them, but some similar appearing words intervene and create problems for the appropriate words that we intend to utter. Researchers say that if our memory power ditches us at times, the only reason is that we have overstuffed the chambers of our mind with the garbage-like non-essential issues. To read more such articles, please subscribe to our monthly magazine, Akhand Gyan, available in 3 languages, Hindi, English, and Punjabi. You can subscribe to the magazine by clicking on the link mentioned in the description.